Today I'm turning 22. 22, that's proper adult stuff. So since I've now been 21 for a full year, I thought I'd share with you some tips that I've learned from along the way. A kind of reflection over the last year to mark the start of a whole new year of age. I once heard the saying that your vibe attracts your tribe. Originally I laughed at the cliche of this, but I completely believe that the energy you put into your friendships, relationship and the world in general will be reciprocated in great ways. I guess in the same sense, I've been shown the importance of family, and at the end of the day, they are the only people who will be there for you no matter what. I've made a real effort this year to give my family more attention and love, and I feel so lucky to have the crazy, wacky family that I have. Focus on the small things. It must be my age, but I've started to really appreciate the small things, whether that's the sun pouring through my curtains, a hot tea in my favourite mug, or random walks on chilly afternoons. I think in university you look a lot towards the future, which can sometimes feel a bit scary, but if I just focus on today and the small things that make me happy, it doesn't seem so bad. Make time for the things that make you happy. Sometimes my schedule seems hectic, but I've been really trying to make time for the things that make me happy for all the same reasons. It doesn't matter what other people think of you. I spent so long trying to make good impressions and being self-conscious about what others thought of me, but I've come to realise that if people don't like you for you, they're probably not your kind of people. I love being a goof and acting silly and dancing at festivals like no one's watching, and if that makes you uncomfortable, I'm not sorry. Work hard now and you'll thank yourself later. I still struggle with this one, but I've been implementing it slowly throughout university. If I work now, I can do this at the weekend. If I work now, I can travel home next week. I find this the only way to get my butt out of bed and get stuff done. I wish I had thought about this sooner, but having rewards for working hard along the way, other than a good grade at the end, helps keep me consistent, and geez, do I need that. It's okay to spend money. This is going to sound strange to a lot of people, but I like to save money. A lot. And sometimes it's in detriment to myself. I used to say no to a lot of things and restrict myself on going out or what I bought or hanging out with friends, and I realise now that spending money on things I enjoy or love a lot doesn't have to make me feel guilty. As long as I'm still saving a few pennies along the way, that's okay. Fresh sheets cure everything. Headache? Change your sheets. Raining outside? Change your sheets. Got a bad grade? Change your sheets. There is nothing like fresh bedding to settle your mind and cozy into. It's one of my favourite things, especially if I've got a good book. God, I sound old. Get outdoors daily. I am in no way an outdoorsy person, but I find if I stay inside all day, I get in a rut, and just a trip to the corner shop or a wander to the local park helps break up the day. Having a change of scenery and a breath of fresh London air is crucial for my productivity and just well-being in general. Feel anger, then let it go. A few years ago, there was no way in hell I would be able to do this. When I was angry, and you were going to know about it. But I think after being with Christian for so long, aka the chillest guy on earth, some of his better qualities have rubbed off on me, and now I feel like I get over things a lot quicker. Don't get me wrong, I get mad and I get mad quick. Christian says I go from 0 to 100. But I get mad quick, then I get over it quick, and the day can carry on. Maybe next year I'll get it down to a 0 to 50. Long car journeys can cause trouble. Something about being trapped in a confined space with a person you love for 2 or more hours can cause trouble. It's boring, you get irritated, and before you know it, you're irritating each other. But the car journey ends at some point, and it's all happy days. Just avoid where possible. Everything happens for a reason. Yet another cliche, but sometimes when stuff doesn't go my way, this can be incredibly comforting. And at the ripe old age of 22, I have seen this materialise in some way or another, so I'm trying to take failures with a pinch of salt, knowing it's probably for a reason. Communication is so important. I honestly think this is how me and Christian have been together for so long, and it's definitely why I've managed to stay close to my family despite living over 100 miles away. Little and often is always good, and if there is something annoying you, don't wait for them to guess that you're upset, just talk about it. Have a plan but adapt to changes. My friends know I love a plan, but I've come to realise that the chances of that plan going 100% my way are very low, so stop being stubborn and adapt your plan to those changes and be okay with it. Recognise your opportunities and make the most of them. This is a lot easier said than done, but especially whilst I'm at university, I want to make the most of all of it. But not only that, if my friends invite me to an event or something a bit outside my comfort zone, I'm going to embrace it and try and say yes and just see what comes of it. Treat yourself, but don't indulge. I am such a sweet tooth, so I treat myself but try not to indulge. That is my weak point. There is a big difference between a chocolate bar and a sharing bag of chocolate to myself. Friendships need attention too. This was so new to me. I think seeing my friends every day at school just made friendship seem so effortless, but that is not true. I have to remember to make an effort to meet up with friends and find a date that works for everyone, whether that's a week or a month in advance. Don't waste time on things or people that make you feel bad about yourself. I definitely realised this year, but if you come away from hanging out with someone feeling worse than you did about yourself than at the start, something isn't right and you need to make a change. You will thank yourself later. Travel often if you can. I hate airports, but I love going to new cities and exploring. This is something I really want to focus on over the next few years, just having new adventures, experiencing different surroundings, and having fun. In a world where you can be anything, be kind. This is one of my favourite quotes, and I definitely need to put it into practice more. But you never know what people are going through, and if at the end of the day the only thing I have done is be kind, that's a pretty good day. And lastly, growing older doesn't always have to be scary. I'm looking forward to being 22.